your job is over here, get out. The flood is coming. I went to the television, I preached it, the flood is coming. They hated me like dog. They told me I'm from Africa, maybe you got voodoo and all that. And the last day I'm going to leave that city, a woman came to one of my friend's church. My friend called me to come talk to this woman. I went over there. The woman said, "Are you a pastor?" I said, "Yes." "Where's your church?" I told her. She said, "How come our witches group in New Orleans never know who you are?" I said, "I'm always on the television." They said, "God blinded you. That's why you can't see me." Said, "We've touched almost practically every church. We thought we touch everywhere, but we don't know you exist." I said, "You don't know that I exist." I told her, I said, "You want to be delivered?" I said, "Yes." I said, "I'm going to be preaching in this church on Sunday. Come over there." My wife was there. The power of God hit her. She was elevated like this and slammed to the ground. One old man stand up and said, "Oh, this man is a catalyst." And he woke and said, "Father, I know."
Okay, catalyst. Yeah, I remember him.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Catalyst,
And I'm not
chemical, like a catalytic converter would be
something that brings fire to make the engine works.
the fuel to make a car work, but a catalyst in chemistry is something that will make a chemical change.
You know, if you don't know too much, you know the catalytic converters in your car.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's just that's mechanical.
And the power of God hit the church that day, and it was good. Then I think that was my last preaching for that time before I come back from Texas. Yeah, that was in New Orleans East. So this is all I'm looking for everywhere I go to is what God is able to do. All I'm looking for in your life is what God is going to do for you. But Pastor, you don't know I did this, I did that. Do I care about that? I don't care about what you do. I care about what God do for you, through you, to help you and somebody else. That's all we need. And you too. You know how many people love the work of your hand? Because the work of your hand is blessed to the uttermost. The work of your hand is blessed. Go to Psalm 62. Read that to 62. Psalm 62. What does it say? Verse 1. What is it? Truly, read it for me.
Truly my soul waiteth upon God.
Because
From him cometh my salvation.
from God is my what?
My salvation.
Do you believe it?
No,
Huh?
he lives
So I got confidence.
only
Huh?
in my salvation.
I have confidence. Do you have confidence too?
Yeah.
My salvation is of the Lord.
It is of him.
What about you, Nisha? My salvation is of the Lord. I got confidence. I didn't get saved because Remy said so. I get saved because God saved me. And then my salvation is what? Of the Lord. Keep reading it for me.
He
Only Him
only
is mine.
is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved.
So now, do you see that?
Yeah.
Say with me, say, God is my salvation.
God is my salvation.
And I shall not be moved.
And I shall be moved.
I shall be. There's nothing that's supposed to move me.
My rock.
They tell me the heaven is falling down in Wilmington. I won't be moved. People will be running around. It's coming here. Father, thank you. As long as I'm here, you hold the heaven tight because I'm your baby. I'm your baby. Because if God is going to destroy the whole place where I am, He will take me out first. Take me out first. Bless you. You did? It's only because I wasn't home to cook.
Trying an orange.
No, I wasn't home to cook. I got cookies for you, baby. I Are you getting what we're talking about here? Don't mind that. Look at me. Glory to God, hallelujah. What is it? How long will you imagine mischief against a man? You shall be slain, all of you, as a bowing wall shall you be, and as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but the curses inwardly. That's a man that doesn't have the salvation of the Lord on their mind. This is a man that is not working according to the Spirit of God. Don't expect anything good in anybody that is not working according to the Spirit. Oh, let me say, don't expect anything God from them. Look at what it says, verse 5. My soul, do what? Wait patiently only upon God. For what? Everybody read it. For my
expectation is from him.
Can someone say my hope? Your own said my hope. Your own said my hope. Yeah. My expectation. My hope. I anchor my hope on God. Say it with me. I anchor my hope on God. How can I drift away when God is my anchor? I cannot ever miss it when I already sail my ship and anchor it on the Lord. No devil can steal it either. So now, what is your expectation? What is your expectation? I wanted to be healed, but you got it. That is no more your expectation. God become your expectation.
Hallelujah.
I wanted to be blessed. You got it. I need my business to move forward. You got it. I need a witty invention, something that will change the way I do things so that he can bring me some money. You got it. Jesus. You already got it from the time that you know that God hears you when you seek him. Then the next thing is you set your eyes on God from whom those things will come. And when the knowledge of it, the revelation of it, the idea of it, the people that he wanted to use come, you will know. You don't set your eyes on those things that you're asking him or you wanted. You set your eyes on him who is bringing it to you. You set your mind and your hope on him. But I've not got it, Pastor. Remove your eyes from you. I've not got it. Put your hands on him who has said you got it already. Somebody say, I got it.
I got it.
Say, I will set my eyes.
I will set my eyes
on the hill. Where my help comes from. Say, I look up to God.
I look up to God.
24/7.
24/7.
He will not fail me.
He will not fail me.
He will not fail me. He will not fail me. Is it good for us to remind each other this every day?
Yeah, it is.
My expectation is from him. Look at verse 60. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense, and I shall not be moved. He repeated what he said in verse 1 and 2. Look at what he said. In God is my salvation and my what?
Glory.
Glory.
You see that? Only in God is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my what? So I don't have a strength on my own without him. And my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge to us. Say with me. God is a refuge to us. That means when I saw hail outside, I run to God. When the rain is trying to beat me up on the head, I run to God. When the sun is too much for me, I run to God. Because he's my refuge. I hide in him. is my hiding place.
Yes.
Another part of the Bible said, the Lord is my hiding place. When I run to him, he will bring me to the mountain and make my feet like the hind's feet and causes me to run on my high places. Did you read that book? You read the hind's book, the hind's feet in high places?
Hind's feet in high places. I gotta find it. It's good to read once a year.
And
Who was it? Handle somebody.
I know you're going to read it because Morris will make it available in every one of his meetings for anybody to buy. I got it on the Jacob Javits Center. You remember that time, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, ma'am. My wife remember everything. Thank God for the fruitful memory. Hallelujah. So I want to center your eyes on something. Verse 8, trust in him at all times. You people, pour out your heart before him, because God is a refuge for us. Did they try to beat you outside there? They said, if we see you outside, we're going to beat you. They can't get you in God. They can't get you if you hide in God. Look at what he said. This is where the proud comes in. Verse 9. Surely men of low degree, they are vanity. Men of high degree, they are lies. To be laid in the balance. They are altogether lighter than what? Than vanity. Somebody read that verse 10 for me.
Do not trust in opposition.
Do not trust in oppression.
And do not vainly hope in robbery.
Don't become vain in robbery. You know how robbery works precisely?
Stealing don't get caught.
Denying other people. Denying God to bless you. When he said, you have robbed me, all these nations. Credit card took 30% from you. God said, I only need 10%. You say, God, you don't deserve 10%. I give you 5%. God said, you robbed me. Oh, you read it, didn't you? Read it, right? Malachi chapter 3, right? So look at what he said. Then, when I begin to deny other people from receiving the blessing of God, I'm robbing them of their blessing. When I begin to stop other people because of my attitude from coming to God. When I begin to say I'm going to church, but my attitude, my action does not show forth somebody that love and fear the Lord, I stop them from coming to God and I rob them God. I'm liable. When I see somebody in need and I'm supposed to be able to speak into their, there are so many people that died in the hospital before their time just because there's nobody to pray for them. And one day God, maybe I'll tell you, go to that nursing home and you don't know why. You enter in there and you say, now God, what do you want me to do? And somebody come in and only one person that you're able to touch their life, that's the one that God sent you to. But if you don't go, you deny that one person from receiving what God placed in you for them. And if they die, you're liable because you didn't obey God. You rob them. You see what he said? He said, don't trust in oppression. Don't become vain in your robbery. And if your riches increases, don't set your eyes on it. That means, either you like it or not, God is going to cause riches to increase in your life. One way or the other. You may start from not having $10 and end up having $100 in your pocket. The question is, if that $100 become your God, you will spend it before you take it out of your pocket. It's already gone because your mind wrap around it, everything that you thought wrap around it, and when you finish it, you say, I need more. I don't have enough. No. It's because you set your eyes on what you got, not what he got. Are you hearing me? If you set your eyes on that, your bank account, you will abuse it, spend it, without even listening to him. Yeah? I'll tell you a story of a man. Now, I want to anchor it here because I'm going to say something right in here when your riches increases, because your riches is going to increase.
Amen.
You didn't say amen. I said your riches is going to increase.
Amen.
I don't care if it is tomorrow or a year from now, your riches is going to increase.
Amen.
A man was sitting down in his shop. He got everything that he wanted. Another man walked through the door and gave him a pile of money in a bag. He looked at the bag, he said, "This is about $10,000. What am I going to do with this? I don't need money. I don't need nothing to do. I got my business is bringing money to me. Why will this man come bring me money?" So he put the money on the shelf and went to God and said, "God, I need you to show me what to do with this money.
That's smart. Yeah.
God, show me this money for me to spend. Let me know." And God spoke to him. "Leave the money alone. The man that the money is for is coming to see you." 3 days passed, nobody showed up. 1 week passed, nobody showed up. Then he has a need that money can fix. He gets tempted to go use the money, but he passed the temptation because he already seek God and know the opinion of God. Are you getting what I'm saying? The devil bored a hole in his pocket so that he can go ahead and get it and spend it. But he didn't because he has enough strength, because he has heard the voice of God. About a week later or two, a man showed up in his shop. The man don't have no business in his shop. The man don't have money to buy anything. Then he started talking to the man. While he was talking to that man, he found out that the man used to be a rich man. And the man doesn't have no more money. The man has a need to fix his car, to help his wife and pay his house bill. And while the man was talking, the Holy Spirit spoke to him. "Go get the money on the rock that you kept. Don't ever count it in his face. Just give him the bag and tell him to get out, to go." And when the man left, he went back and said, "God, I thank you. The money belongs to somebody else. Don't spend what belongs to somebody else. If God didn't give it to you, don't spend it. Ask him if you are not sure. Make sure." The reason why God wants us to give to somebody, to give to people, is because he wanted to give to us. He's not a taker. He's a giver. Huh? I said your father is not a taker. Your father is a giver. He will not tell you to do something without having a plan in mind for you, not against you. Every time he tells you to go do something, he has a plan. Every time he tells you, you'll never take your car, go to Bible study, you got to have a plan. You will never do, your labor of love is never going to be in vain. Whatever you do, say with me, say, whatever I do, because of God, will never be in vain. Say, payday is coming. I will get paid. I will be multiplied. Say, I will be multiplied. Say, I will be multiplied. Say, when I get multiplied, I will set my eyes on you. I will set my eyes on God. Because He is the one that multiplies. Does that make you making me sleepy? Does that make any sense? Does it make any sense to you? Yeah. So somebody, now you got your Bible on your lap? You got your Bible on your lap? On your phone, yeah. Take that your phone out and go to Genesis chapter 9 for me. And I want you to read verse 7. Then we're going to hand it over. Have you learned something today?
Yes.
Come on, let's clap for Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Genesis chapter 9. As a matter of fact, go to read chapter 8, verse 22 first. Or you can just read from verse 1 of chapter 9 to verse 7. Let's see what God said. Yeah, she likes to sit in the back. She's supposed to be my excellent leader. Read it from me.
While the earth remains seed time and harvest.
While the earth remains seed time and
Harvest.
will never cease.
And cold.
Is that what it said?
And cold and heat.
Cold and heat.
And summer and winter.
And some what?
Summer and winter.
Summer and winter.
And day and night.
And day and night.
Shall not cease.
So they will never cease. I know some people, I won't mention name, that complain when winter show up. My arthritis is acting up. I said, where you get it from? Where you buy that arthritis from? How much you pay for it? Huh? I know some people, like me, when the winter comes, I give excuse for why I have a breathing issue. And when I remember that I'm giving an excuse, I'm giving it a right, I shut it down. Boom! Say, shut up, devil. Get out of my face. Are you getting what I'm saying? Say, you don't give him an excuse. And you know the funny part? I can give you an excuse. Say, that's my sister. She's coming along. But I can't give excuse to the devil. You got it? Oh, I thought you were still thinking about it. Well, now, that's the only way to get it. Don't give excuse to the devil and tell him he has a right to afflict you. Don't tell him you are doing this because of it's cold outside, that's why I had a headache. Because the cold was not made to be against you. It was made for you. Are you hearing me? Don't say, well, I've been doing this, I've been coming along with this before, that's my FAT. No, don't take it. Don't give the devil any excuse for anything. But when my daughter here do something, I make excuse for her. Thank you, Lord, she's coming along. She just make a mistake, your glory will be revealed in her life. And the devil know that. He can't do nothing about my word. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Do you get me? Don't beat him on the head, punish him, but don't beat him on the head because of what he did. Because if you remember your own weakness, you will not almost kill him. Are you getting what I'm saying here? So, we are all dealing with infirmities, weaknesses. If I forget what I've done in the past, I will beat you up on the head for what you're doing now. I forgot, especially some of us, daddy, we forgot where we've been. We don't remember. Are you getting what I'm saying? We forgot what we have done. How much stubborn we used to be back in the days. And we pass judgment and we don't know. Are you getting what I'm saying here? So if I can make an excuse for you, Israel, I'm not making an excuse for you so that you can continue doing the negative things. I'm making an excuse for you so that I can be able to pass righteousness into your life, show you the path of the right way. I want to show you the path of the right way. Now, if I correct you and you allow it to get into your brain, you miss it. If I say, okay, son, you're wrong, and you say, how dare you say I'm wrong? You just missed it. Because you're going to still continue doing the wrong thing. But if you accept that I'm wrong and you want to know how to make it right, then you're going to go above the wrong and get into higher right. Are you getting what I'm saying? You will have more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding, more blessing coming to you. But if you're too arrogant and you allow the offense to affect you, then you just messed up. That man behind, I've told him, at the back over there, I've told him a couple of things. And when I tell him, I said, son, you're wrong. He said, okay. It's not easy for him to take you wrong in the past. He's just coming along to it now. I'm talking about you, Kenneth. Are you getting what I'm saying here? But one of the people that I was a little bit harsh with in those days was him. He's supposed to say, I can't, he has said it anyway. I can't take this no more. Left me for a little while. I didn't bother myself. I know he's going to need something. He's going to call me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We need to grow up a little bit more. Yeah, you need to grow up a little bit more. If correction becomes a rejection in you, then it means you need a little strength. You need to grow up more. I hear me. I don't care how old you are. If you cannot take correction, you are a baby. If offense always get in you, when somebody says something to you and it get on your head and you're a baby, you need to grow up. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm not talking about somebody intentionally abusing you, insulting you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about somebody said, you remember where you say you don't want to go? Go back there and make it right. And he said, I'm not going there. I told you already. Are you deaf? I did not tell you I'm not going to go there. Oh, baby. Maybe your blessing is in there. Your prosperity is in there. And you will be running outside over here and asking God, why didn't I get it? You can't get it because when you hear divine instruction, you didn't obey it. Then you started wondering about it. Because everywhere you go to, you meet rejection. But the way God has already prepared acceptance and blessing for you, you already neglect it because you don't want to hear what somebody said. Have you been around the people that said, because you said it, I won't do it? Oh, you don't know about it. Just because you said it, I won't do it. You just missed it. So anyway, so what we learned is that God made it whereby when one season comes, it goes, another season comes behind it. Winter and summer will never end. Sowing and reaping of harvest will never end. So I knew when I begin to sow, either I sow my money, or I sow my word, or I sow my attitude, or I sow help into somebody else's life, or I pray for somebody somewhere, that I'm going to reap an harvest of what I do. Yes. Some of us are the way we are because of the seed we've been sowing. What I said on Friday. Some people will sow radish. And when it comes up, there's only one little flower on it, and the little radish show up on it. Within 2-3 days, I can plug it up and eat it. And the moment I plug it up, that tree dies. It brings up forth only one because it show up in 2-3 days. Some people went and sowed corn, planted corn. You have to plant a lot of corns for the whole family to eat. And that one comes in 3 months after you planted it, and you can't even wait. Within 2 months, you've been in a hurry to get it. But when it comes to you, it didn't come as one that you planted. It comes with plenty that you planted, right? But the more you take that thing out of that stalk, boom, it dried up. That's the end of it. You got to plant another one next year. Imagine if you plant orange or mango tree. About 6 to 7 years, that's when you started seeing it. And then you can't even eat it that time because it's just a tree with a leaf on it. And all of a sudden, another 1 year, you started seeing some green stuff coming out, like a little ball on it, right? All of a sudden, another 1.5 years, the rain came and it began to become bigger, and all of a sudden, you begin to see it ripe, and it's ready for consumption. Are you getting what I'm saying now? But when you take one out of it, when you take 100 out of it, 100 will replace it, and you will never, it will outlive you. You will be eating in abundantly. That orange at the back of your yard for the rest of your life. You don't have to plant another orange. That's what some of us did. Some of us, we have planted corn, we hid our corn, we don't even know how to plant more corn anymore. But we got some things that we put on the ground. That is orange, that is guava, that is mangoes. And we don't know. We are believing God, we still believe in God for the harvest. Amen. Mother Miller will understand what I'm saying because we've been learning for a long time. Am I telling the truth? We've been sowing seed for a long time.
Amen.
I can remember how much has gone out in the 60s and the 70s, 80s, and 90s to other ministry so that other people can get fed, other people can get delivered. And the harvest is coming. I said the harvest is coming.
Hallelujah.
I said your harvest is coming.
Amen.
So now, sis, what does verse 7, chapter 9 say? As for you, says God, multiply. Read it.
Wait, where am I at? I'm at
Genesis 9, 7. What does it say?
and you, be fruitful.
Now point your finger to your mother. Say, and you. No, you didn't talk. I didn't hear you.
And you.
No, you point finger to her and say, and you
And you.
be multiplied. Be fruitful. Did you see it in your Bible like that? Tell somebody beside you. And you be fruitful and multiply and bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply therein. Did you get it?
Yes.
Naisha, that's part of your prayer for the offering. When you pray for the offering, bless the people and point the finger to everyone that gave and said, and all of you be fruitful.